Stay tuned for a quick update on my aquariums and the channel. Hey YouTube, this is pecktec, and today I want to do an aquarium update. It's been a long time since I've done an update on my tanks, and in fact last time I did it, I call it a video update, because really, I mean, all you know about what I have is through the videos. So I tried to list specific videos, and then in the corner I'm putting annotations. So if you watch on your PC, you can click on those annotations and go to the original video. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can click on that and go on to that video. So I'll probably try to do that again with this one, at least to some degree. And I just want to go through and I want to talk about first all my aquariums and show you where they're at now. Some are good, some are really bad. So, or works in progress is what I mean to say. So after all the aquarium videos, what I'm going to do is a little channel update also. So stick around after the aquarium shots for a little bit of information about the pecktec channel and what I've got planned. One of the first tanks that I started was the 55, and when I switched from compact fluorescence to the LEDs, it kind of did a number on the plants. I don't see the growth I used to, and it's a great candidate to redo. I've reduced the population of fish in this tank just to kind of prepare for that, so that's coming soon. The next tank is the Fluval Edge 12 gallon. This tank is doing really well. It's still really easy to maintain. The Anubis on the right has been trimmed multiple times to go to friends and other tanks and stuff, so it looks kind of weird, and I do need to trim that back a little bit. The Cube 27 gallon has been a really unusual tank. I don't know if it's too close to the window or if I haven't worked out some balance issues with it. Still terrible with algae and having all kinds of problems, but it is really neat, especially from a distance, and I'm working out the issues with that as I go. One of my first planted tanks was this Eclipse 30 gallon, and it's still really cool. I have lots of little baby fishes in there. It's also right next to a window, so I have some algae problems, and that's why I let the moss grow up so high on the side. It's real thick, but it's a great place for the shrimp to hide. And I have thousands of shrimp in this tank. It's really pretty cool. The Eclipse 12 gallon I recently retrofitted with the LED. It has turned into an algae farm. Those plants are not used to that, and I need to redo it too. The 10 gallon's actually doing pretty good. I've got a lot of growth out of the plants. I've added this new beta who's pretty neat. I am having a little bit of cyanobacteria develop, and I'm looking at that closely, but it's doing great. It's a great little tank. The Fluval Flora that I have at home is doing fantastic. I couldn't be happier with the light that I installed on there, and it's just looking really great. The plants are looking really healthy. It's really coming to its own and balanced out really well. We've added a couple of little fish to the tank as well, and they're all doing great. I'm really happy with this tank. The one at work, I wasn't at work this week, so I wasn't able to shoot it, but I'll tell you about it later. This is my daughter's Fluval Spec, and it's a little overgrown, but it's doing really well. It, like all the other specs except for one, the LED light went out, and I actually took the one that was on the Flora and I put it on here, which is a little too much. The 56 column was one of my early tanks. It's doing great. It's like way overgrown. I need to trim it. I've got this incredibly weird Anubis Cophilia on the right, and it has literally grown all the way around the wood and is starting to circle it at the top. I really need to trim it out and get some more swimming room for these big fish in here, but it's a really cool tank. It's really great to look at night, especially with the blue lights on that I have come on after dark. The Spec 5 gallon now resides next to my bed, and it's doing really well. I don't really do much with this tank. I clean up the plants every now and then. It only has one inhabitant. That's the little BB puffer. And you can see signs of his carnage, his snail carnage down on the bottom of the tank, but it's doing really well. The other specs are also doing good. Not a lot to report. I've added a new plant to this one that seems to be doing pretty good. It was left over from the flora. But yeah, they're both doing really well. The inhabitants are doing really well. And there's not a lot to report. Some of my earliest tanks, but they're still doing great. So as you see, some things are going okay, and of course there's some projects that I need to work on this summer. There's a lot of things I haven't gotten to. I still want to build that steampunk aquarium. Every summer I promise I'm going to build it. I think this might be the summer I do it. I might need to get some help with some people that know about woodworking and things. But anyway, or I'm going to find a real practical way to do it without having to know any of that stuff, which is kind of the way I do things. I don't know why. So first off, to make everything easier, what I've done is I've made more playlists. More specific playlists for aquarium things. I used to just have the all aquariums playlist, but now I've added a couple more. So if you only want to see fluval edge stuff, or you only want to see setups and unboxings, you can go there. So I encourage you to take a look at the pecktec channel page, and you'll see some new playlists I've created, or just check out the playlists on the side. Also, please note that they have added something interesting. It's sort of a tip jar. So if you like a video and you want to donate $1, $5, $5 million, no, I'm just kidding. If you want to donate any amount at all, just look for this, and you can click on that and donate. And you can do, like I said, very small amounts. It doesn't matter. Every penny that goes into that tip jar will go back into the show in some way, and I really appreciate your help. I'm not begging for money. I make these for free because I enjoy it. But if you've ever said, man, I'd really like to give pecktec a hand, there you go. Just saying. So many people seem to be surprised when they subscribe to my channel, and then suddenly there's like a convention video or an interview with some guy that makes weird things. That's another thing that I do. But if you're a fish guy or girl and you like to watch only the fish videos, they're on Sunday, and everything else I do will be on during the week. So I'm planning on doing sort of a steampunk Wednesday. So on Wednesdays, if I've got a steampunk video for that week, it goes out on Wednesday. If I've got a fish video that week, it'll go out on Sunday. And I'm working on other kinds of videos for the other days. So I love doing the steampunk videos. I've gotten very little recognition for actually doing them. I'd say only, 3 out of 1,000 of you are here for the steampunk videos. So I do cater to the aquarium videos, and I'm going to go more and more into aquarium-centric kind of interesting things. I did get bored. I got terribly bored after about a year or two of making aquarium videos, and that's where the clones came from. And the show is going to continue to use the clones. They will... I probably should maybe lessen their appearance a little bit. I know a few people have said it's distracting. So, and I get that. But, I'm just the perfect co-host. What can I say? But anyway, like I said, I've actually got like a special story planned for the clones. And it kind of takes this channel in a whole nother direction. But the thing is, I got to keep trying things. I got to keep trying new things. And so... it's not going to be steampunk. It's going to be sci-fi, though. And I've got a little sci-fi adventure that kind of, it puts the clone thing to rest, basically. I'd like to resolve it all at Christmas. And then what you see by December will end up being sort of the new show format in general for the aquarium stuff. It's going to be way cool. I've got a lot of, I want to collaborate quite a bit. I really want to collaborate with some other people. I've got a really interesting idea, and I picked out and already talked to several people that I think will be really fun to have on the show. So it's not going to be me interviewing other aquariums, but we will be looking at other aquariums in a really weird way. Okay, so that's all I got to say about it. That show is mainly I just need to have time to film it. And I need some more collaborators, like in real life, like that are here in Knoxville. So basically actors and stuff, because it's going to be sort of a drama. It's going to be like I'm thinking maybe an hour long and 2 30-minute segments, or maybe 4 15-minute segments show. It's sort of a drama, and it'll be like a sci-fi drama. It'll be weird. It'll be really weird. I promise. promise you that. But fun. I think it'll be fun. I hope it's fun. It should be fun. Time has been the biggest resource I've had a problem with. It seems like everybody's got a little piece of my time sort of allocated for their own purpose. So I don't do weekly videos as much as I had planned to do. I really wanted to do a weekly video, and I kind of looked at live stuff to supplement these full-blown shows that I do. But I don't know. The live stuff was kind of just as hard to set up as like this. So I'm not sure. I mean, you don't get to edit, but I also like screw up and do all this weird stuff, when it's live. I stumble over my words and do all that, and I can't edit it out, which is handy. And folks, that's where I'm going to end today's show. So if you like what you saw, hit the like button, maybe comment or subscribe, and I'll be back with more great videos soon. What you doing? I'm getting the camera set up. What? You don't need my help? Fine. What are you gonna be so Because you're not real, you need to hide. No, this video is just for real people. Why not? I don't want people to know you're real. Just please go away.